Welcome to the predicted starting 11 Saints travel up to Burnley and Turf Moor on Saturday. Let's get into the team. So nobody got it right last week. The Pellegrino rollover starts once again. Can anybody get it right this week? Before we get started, leave your teams below to play Burnley. Starting off then in the sticks with Alex McCarthy. Once again, another excellent display. Made some terrific saves and kept us in the game at the Baggies last week. He ain't going anywhere soon. Into defence then, and it pretty much picks itself due to a few injuries, and it's going to be the same back four which I've called over the last few weeks. It's not going to change this week. So in at right back, Cedric Suarez, with the centre backs of Jack Stevens, Wesley Hoot, and left back of Ryan Bertrand. Now first of all, Cedric, Mr. Consistent this season, rarely puts a foot wrong. Jack Stevens coming into his own this season, I think, stepping out the shadow of Van Dijk, but will have a battle on his hands against what is always bullish centre forwards for Burnley. Last time out we played them, they bullied Yoshida, so hopefully that can change this time. I think Stevens has been too nice this season. And Wesley, who was almost caught out on that right foot of his again last weekend, looks very liable on that right side of his. Completely misjudged it, but got away with it at the Hawthorns. But having said that, he scored an absolute terrific volley on his right foot and smashes it and tucks it away in that bottom corner. And Ryan Bertrand leading by example at the moment and looks like to carry the armband once again this weekend, with Yoshida being ruled out up to 5 weeks, and looks like Davis is going to sit this one out again this weekend. Was ruled out last week with an injury. I'm not sure he's going to be in 11 this week either. Into midfield then, I'm going to start off with the midfield trio of Oriol Romeu, Mario Lemina and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. And Romeu came off the bench against the Baggies last weekend, which you can only imagine the reason why he didn't start was to keep the midfielders fresh. But I think he'll return to 11 this weekend, and I think he will relish his chance to get scrapping once again against Burnley. And it seems like Pellegrino has answered our pleas to play Mario Lemina. Once again, majestic in the middle of midfield last weekend, and he simply has to play every single week. And Højbjerg looks like another player also relishing his chances in that starting 11. Was patient in the early stages of this season, but since he's retained his place near on every week since that Everton game, he looks like a staple in that 11. Looks like he's maturing with every single game. Into the wide positions then, on the right-hand side, first of all, with James Ward-Prowse. Not your traditional winger, but I said it last week. He is absolutely vital to us and proved it once again with an absolute peach of a cross. More whip than a waltzer. Found Wesley Hoot completely unmarked in acres of space to smash in that corner. And on the left then, with Dusan Tadic. Got on the score sheet last week with a lovely composed finish. Who doesn't love a chip? Memories of Matt Letiz comes to mind. More of the same again, please, Dusan. And finishing off the 11 then, last week I called for Gabbiadini to start. I felt like he needed a chance in that first team. Came on as a substitute towards the last stage, and we finally saw two up top for about 10 minutes. But this weekend, I think Guido Carrillo once again done well to hold up that ball and win that header, and did enough to hook the ball over to Tadic. A great assist it was. Looks like he's slowly finding his feet, and he's Pellegrino's boy, so I think he'll start once again at the weekend. That wraps it up then for the predicted starting 11 to play Burnley at Turf Moor at the weekend. Let me know what you think of that team, and also leave me your predicted teams in the comments below, and leave us your likes, your comments, and subscribe for more.